As you know, a healthy, adequately fertilized plant is less prone to insects and disease than a weak plant. While pests of Dracaena are not common, sometimes your plant may need help. It's a Sprouted Seeds YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Common pests and diseases. Spider mites. These arachnids inflict brown or yellow dots on the leaves they feed on. In order to protect their eggs, spider mites also weave visible webs over them. Infested plants with spider mites frequently have yellow leaves and stunted growth. Scale insects. Common pests of houseplants, scale insects are fed on the sap of plants. The bodies of scale insects can have soft shells or armor. Scale insects leave behind honeydew after they eat, which causes black, sooty mold. Nests of eggs or big groups of scale insects are additional signs of infestations. Mealybugs. Mealybugs are tiny, cotton-like insects that feed on sap. Mealybugs are fairly easy to identify on the leaves or stems of afflicted plants. Clustrums of white eggs and black, sooty mold formed by deposits of sugary honeydew are additional signs of mealybug infestations. In warm climates, mealybugs are more common indoors or in greenhouses. Fungus gnats. Almost any houseplant can be plagued by the bothersome pest known as fungus gnats. Small black or brown flies called fungus gnats deposit hundreds of eggs in the soil around houseplants. The larvae devour roots while burrowing beneath the ground, harming or even killing your plants. Use sticky traps to get rid of adult gnats and stop them from laying eggs. Replace the top inch or two of soil with sand or fine grit to get rid of the larvae. Thrips. Thrips are a bothersome kind of pest with thin, brown bodies that eat flowers, leaves, and stems. Even with their poor flight abilities, thrips pose a serious threat to your plants. As they feed, thrips discolor leaves, turning them a dull green with patches of silvery white. Should thrips be attacking your plant, it may experience significant growth stunting. Aphids. While Dracaena plants are typically grown indoors, they can also be grown outdoors in USDA zones 9 through 11. Aphids may then take advantage of your plants as a result. These tiny, green or black insects are common pests that feed on the sap of plants. Curling leaves, slowed growth, and deposits of honeydew or sooty, black mold are additional signs of aphid infestations. Fungal leaf spot, Fusarium. There are various diseases that cause leaf spots, the most prevalent of which is Fusarium leaf spot. Leaf spot disease is characterized by reddish-brown spots that have yellow borders. These patches typically show up near the base of newly emerging leaves. Root rot. Rotting roots is another common fungal disease that can affect almost any type of houseplant. Overwatering typically results in soggy soil, which is the cause of root rot. This may cause the roots to rot, becoming mushy, smelly, and brown. Another sign of root rot is yellowing leaves. Take your plant out of its pot and examine the roots to see if it has root rot. Repot the plant after trimming off any rotting roots. Select a soil mixture that has good drainage. Water your plant only when the top 3 or 4 inches of soil feel dry to prevent root rot. Powdery mildew. Dracaena plants are susceptible to powdery mildew, a common disease that primarily affects plants grown outdoors or in greenhouses. Powdery mildew symptoms include curled foliage and white mold patches on the leaves. Additionally, infected plants will get falling yellow leaves. Solutions. 1. Horticultural oils. Use horticultural oils to get rid of pests like spider mites and aphids. 2 of the most popular oils for horticulture are neem and mineral oils. These products work by essentially dehydrating the pest insects. 2. Insecticidal soap. Another excellent method for eliminating pests like thrips and scale insects is to use insecticidal soap. Typically, these soaps are offered as sprays. If insecticidal soap is unavailable, you can substitute dish soap for water. 3. Organic sprays. These sprays get rid of fungal infections without having the negative side effects of synthetic products. Once every 1 to 2 weeks, apply organic spray fungicides to eradicate diseases such as Fusarium leaf spot and powdery mildew. 4. Synthetic fungicides. Use synthetic fungicides if you have no other choice. Use these products sparingly, though, as they can be fairly potent. Managing pests and diseases. Even though insecticides are effective, the best defense against pests and illnesses is prevention. Robust, well-maintained plants are resistant to most pests, diseases. Place your plant in an area that receives a lot of indirect, bright sunlight. 3 feet is the perfect distance from an east or south-facing window. Keep the temperature warm, between 65 and 78 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity level between medium and high. Water your plants whenever the top 3 or 4 inches of growing medium feels dry. This lessens the risk of overwatering, which can result in fungi-related illnesses like root rot. Make sure to use a loose, nutrient-rich soil mix that drains well. These plants aren't problem-prone, but pests and diseases can still harm them. To eradicate pests, apply insecticidal soap or horticultural oils. Organic fungicides are used to treat diseases.